trees and fungi of New England forests lies a very mysterious plant called Monotropa Uniflora, commonly known as the ghost plant. Maybe it gets its name because it often goes unnoticed, but it's more likely due to its color. It's pure white. Unlike most plants, it does not contain chlorophyll and does not photosynthesize. Instead, it survives as a parasite. Parasites are often thought to be gross-looking alien creatures that are out to destroy the human race. And while that may be true in movies, many of the parasites on Earth are actually plants, like Monotropa. Monotropa is mycoheterotrophic, meaning that they directly parasitize one organism and indirectly parasitize another. This also makes them an epiparasite. It does this by parasitizing mycorrhizae, the mutualistic relationship between fungi and trees. A mutualistic relationship is when two organisms of different species work together to benefit from one another. By feeding off this relationship, Monotropa is able to survive by consuming the nutrients of mycorrhizal fungi. Most trees have very tiny hair-like fungi that grow on their roots. These fungi connect many individual trees together and provide them with essential nutrients that are difficult to obtain, such as nitrogen. In return, the tree provides the fungi with energy in the form of carbohydrates. This is a profitable trade because it is relatively easy for the fungi to obtain nitrogen from the soil, and it's also easy for trees to produce sugars through photosynthesis. Monotropa then feeds off the fungi by stealing carbon. This creates an interesting dynamic between the three organisms. The mycoheterotroph is directly dependent on the fungi in order to survive, and the fungi are dependent on the tree. Therefore, the epiparasite is also dependent on the tree. Mycoheterotrophy is able to persist because the tree and fungi do not form defenses. In order to evolve defenses against Monotropa, the tree would then have to evolve defenses against the fungi. Doing so would damage their mutualistic relationship. This puts natural selection at a crossroads and allows mycoheterotrophs to cheat the relationship and avoid certain selection pressures. The fungi do not form defenses because of their coevolutionary history with Monotropa. Mycoheterotrophs like Monotropa were originally photosynthetic plants that shared a mutualistic relationship with fungi. Over time, the mycoheterotrophs started to give a little less, resulting in a hybrid strategy called mixotrophy, where the plant obtained some carbon from photosynthesis and some by stealing from the fungi. Eventually, mycoheterotrophs abandoned photosynthesis and became full-time parasites. However, remnants of their mutualism and coevolution remain. For example, the host fungi provides chemical cues that are essential for Monotropa to germinate. Additionally, Monotropa seedlings develop best when coupled with fungi species found with the maternal plant, meaning that Monotropa and the host fungi have co-evolved together and are tightly linked. This means it's difficult for a fungi to evolve defenses. In addition, mycoheterotrophs like Monotropa are often small and herbaceous, meaning that they would not require much carbon to survive. This, combined with the fact that they tend to draw from fungi that have large energy reserves, suggests that maybe the trees and fungi don't actually mind. Monotropa takes so little from them that perhaps it's not worth expending their resources to try and defend against it. This may explain why there are no mycoheterotrophs that are larger than small herbaceous plants. So, while Monotropa and other mycoheterotrophs could be seen as freeloaders, their evolutionary history has given them exceptional advantages that are rather noteworthy. And although mycoheterotrophy may seem to have little impact on the fungi in trees, it gives us the unique opportunity to study one of the many novel evolutionary developments that continue to puzzle and fascinate us to this day.